i płyniemy przez to, więc po prostu łapiemy to, bo jesteśmy dalej skoncentrowani na tym, bo to jest nasza pasja i wiemy, że taki jest cel. Natomiast to, że to się rozsypuje, no to tak, bo to jest na krawędzi często, dlatego czasami to tak wygląda. Ja troszeczkę taki mam, wiesz, spojrzenie na to, że gdzieś w pewnym momencie to staje się oczywiste, wiesz?
Ja przyszłam
Beata.
rano, tak,
To
ja
się staje
przyszłam,
oczywiste, że
bo
to-
powiem panu, że te wykłady są szalenie interesujące.
No tak, to
I na przykład tak samo mi się wydaje, że nasi studenci, oni
Są
powinni w tym
nieobecni.
obowiązkowo uczestniczyć, bo to jest tak inspirujące.
Jest mi niesmacznie w tym momencie, jeżeli mam świadomość, że ja powinienem im to zlecić jako obowiązkowe. Nigdy tego nie zrobiłem i powiedziałem, uspokoiłem, to nie jest do was informacja, tylko to jest do waszych następców, to jest do następnej grupy, że tego nie zrobię.
No.
Bo z kolei mnie to tak strasznie mierzi, jak dostajemy taki z góry, ja dostaję informację, że studenci są zwolnieni, bo teraz jest to. I oni nie przychodzą do mnie, bo teraz najważniejsze jest to, co ktoś ustalił. Nie. To jest też przykład braku współpracy i braku koordynacji właściwie.
Ale
to...
przede wszystkim braku uświadomienia sobie, jak to jest cenne.
No,
Bo to jest taka inspiracja, nie tylko muzyczna, bo na przykład ten gość, co wczoraj mówił o tej mikrotonalności, ja nie jestem muzykiem i ja tego nie mogę zastosować do mojej pracy, ale to, co on mówił na przykład o tych małych dźwiękach, o tym, że te małe zmiany powodują różnice, to się tyczy nie tylko muzyki, ale w ogóle sztuki.
Widzisz, co robię, żeby ten komputer tutaj mógł leżeć, żebym
No.
sobie mógł podłączyć w tej chwili drukarkę, bo podczas któregoś tam wykładu ja drukowałem umowy i się uśmiechałem do wszystkich. No i okej, bo miałem tu być o 11, żeby wydać instrumenty do transportu ze szkoły z dołu. No ale gdzieś do Szymona nie dotarło i był tutaj wcześniej, także ja już wiedziałem, że i tak nie zdążę, więc przestałem się spieszyć. Dzisiaj się wyspałem, znaczy spałem 5 godzin, wiesz, i po prostu jest mega, bo odespałem coś tam, ale potem jest też taka czkawka, że znowu jest kolejny awalanż od rana, i nieporozumienia, ci już wyjechali, ja im podziękowałem. Benoit właśnie wysłałem taki za to, że oni przyjęli 3 facetów do swojego pokoju,
No.
razem z nimi spali, wiesz. Znaczy znani, nieznani. No dobrze, on napisał teraz Dimitris. Good morning. Yes, I know the address. I am very close to the Academy of Music. At this moment I'm walking in the old town around Bazylika Mariacka. I will be at the Academy za 5 minut będzie. Yes, I let you know when I approach the building. Dobra.
A ten Benoit już pojechali? Oni...
Nie, oni są tutaj, bo oni jeszcze, ja miałem jeszcze zorganizować Wieliczkę i Auschwitz i Oświęcim. Ja im napisałem, well, you have a lot of offers. When you want to go there cheaper, take 2 of them as a package.
No,
You know, that's the offer of many touristic. Go to
Tak.
Auschwitz and salt mine together,
tak.
which is the bad black joke,
No,
in fact, to join those things
Tak.
together. Okay?
tak.
I
No, ale
on,
co?
Benoit jest z tej samej
Tak,
rasy co
tak,
ja,
tak,
więc
tak.
oczywiście się
Tak,
śmieje do
tak,
rozpuku,
tak.
a jego żona Susken patrzy na mnie poważnie, czy ma się śmiać, czy nie.
Ale on świetny gość w ogóle.
Ja mu napisałem po tym, jak się dowiedziałem od kwartetu, że ich przyjęli do siebie do pokoju o 1:00 w nocy, ja mu napisałem, you are masters of empathy, guesting neokwartet immigrants in your beds. The world appreciate your mega support and will remember it forever.
A on co na to?
Nie odpowiedział na razie.
Jeszcze śpią wszyscy
No
w
nie,
szóstkę.
bo ja myślę, że
Ale oni mieli tyle łóżek?
jak się nagle przyznałem, biłem się w piersi i oni sami to zobaczyli w tym moim planie, który im przesłałem hotelowym, że się rypnąłem dla tych 6 osób. Następna noc była, no to pierwsza moja reakcja była, żeby zostali jeszcze dłużej.
Ale w tym hotelu już się nie dało tego
Nie,
przesunąć?
tam jest wszystko na styk. Wiesz, jaka jest różnica? Ja się mieszczę z trudem w 11 000, a zrobiłem wstępną rezerwację w Wyspiańskim na to samo 28 000. Chodzi o to, żeby sobie uświadomić różnicę skali. Ja i tak musiałem tutaj część wrzucić ludzi. Krzysiek Wołek, który tam już nie miał jak się zmieścić, no myślałem, że se sam załatwi, bo przyjechało dzień wcześniej, bo chciał być na festiwalu, no to tak ja się wtedy mówię, ale wiesz, ja nie mam ci gdzie wcisnąć, Krzysiek, no dobra, no i teraz tutaj jest sytuacja, że się to rozlewa, prawda? Także właściwie ja się zastanawiam, czy nie wrócić, nie wziąć taksówki i przywieźć do siebie do domu w środku nocy, czy, no wiesz, czy tak samo Aga z Szymonem, oni mówią, no to my tam dwie osoby by się zmieściły, wiesz, zaczynamy takimi, ale ja mówię, ale padnięci w środku miasta, najszybciej gdzieś tam wrzucić obok, żeby poszli spać, bo oni jutro raniutko jadą do Gdańska, więc po prostu szybko próbujemy. No i tak się stało. Spali smacznie, świetnie w łóżkach obok, wiesz.
Francuzów.
Poukładani.
Ale nie było tam tyle łóżek?
Tak, tam są duże apartamenty z zapasem. Chyba idzie Dimitris. To już nic nie zrobię.
Nie, jeszcze nie.
Cześć. Dzień dobry. O, coś podobnego.
Przyjść posłuchać chociaż?
Przynajmniej na chwilę, nie? Ale wie pan co?
Józef Bojdo.
Cześć.
Dziś macie gadane, ale ja
No ale to już jest któryś tam raz, bo to cała sesja leci po prostu w tej chwili. Raz, dwa, trzy, czwarty w tej chwili jest. No i koncerty się odbywają cały czas, więc
tak sobie myślę.
Ja moich znajomych, tak jak pan, w pewnym momencie spuszczam równo, bo mówię, słuchajcie, jak o 5 minut dłużej i ja leżę z innymi rzeczami, bo to tak jest. Ktoś mnie spotyka i mówi, Marek, ja tu jestem pierwszy raz, ale tu macie fajnie. O, a co to jest, co? A tutaj ja mówię, no to jest łapacz duchów. A ten dzwonek to jest dzwon swobód kompozytorskich, który dostaliśmy w prezencie od Krzysztofa Pszczyńskiego, jak zamykano studio eksperymentalne.
Tak?
Tak.
O kurczę.
No, to są te klimaty, wiesz.
Okay, dobra,
Po naszej rozmowie
pomyślałem, żeby
odpuściłem, bo
zapytać,
jak zobaczyłem program, to dziś myślę, czy będzie, bo przecież kiedy pan śpi?
Dzisiaj słabem.
A dziś pan spał. Nie, no to chociaż tyle dobrze.
Ale to,
Nie, ale to jest
Łukasz,
coś
chyba idzie na
przeładowane.
transmisję, ale może nie. Bo no wczoraj była już wtopa taka, no jedna z wielu, bo to wtopy się muszą zdarzać. Rypnąłem się w rezerwacjach hoteli i Neokwartet nagle dojeżdża do apartamentów na Bożego Ciała i nie mają kluczy. I zaczekajcie, posłuchaj teraz uważnie. Ja mówię tak, do Pawła Kapicy, ja mówię, Paweł, ale dostaliście wszyscy list. Było napisane, że klucze macie do odbioru do 20 w tym. O kurde, Paweł mówi. No tak, a to co mamy zrobić? Zawaliliśmy. No, ja mówię, no wejdźcie do środka jakoś, bo za chwileczkę Benoit dojeżdża Krzysiek Wołek, dojeżdża Juliana Zidler, wejdźcie tam do
A
środka.
tam w ogóle ciasno.
I sprawdźcie, czy przypadkiem wasze apartamenty nie są otwarte. Więc wiesz, i teraz jeszcze nie wiem, że ja się rypłem, tak? Czyli oni zaczynają szukać tych pokoi, piszą mi, że są zamknięte. Ja mówię, to zaczekajcie chwilę, bo mnie zablokowali samochód na intermediach, bo tam jest walka między naszym wydziałem a lokatorami i zamykają o północy albo wcześniej i ja tam mam samochód, którego nie wydostałem. Ale już jestem z moją hulajnogą w tramwaju, jadę już do zajezdni Łagiewniki, a więc właściwie nie mam powodu, żeby wychodzić stamtąd. Żeby
Można
jechać z
chwilę
powrotem.
usiąść z wami?
Tak, nie na chwilę. No, mam nadzieję, że pan przyszedł na cały wykład.
Ja tak, dzisiaj tak, bo
No to słuchajcie, bo
zagubiony jestem.
to ciebie Beata proszę, bo on
Żeby
powiedział, że
zobaczyć
będzie
tam?
za 15, czyli w tym momencie jest za 15.
Dobrze.
Zejdź tam na dół, żeby on nie błądził, dobra?
Super kurtkę masz w ogóle.
No.
Super kurtka.
A to jest
Pani
chińska na
przychodzi
markecie
koncerty
w Pekinie kiedyś kupiona.
Chłopakiem
I ona
wesołym.
naprawdę jest świetna, nie mąca,
Tak?
za grosze oczywiście w tamtych czasach.
Ale też
No,
mam widać,
obserwuję
że
go,
właśnie
Mam
pani-
15 lat albo 18. I w ogóle nic.
jesteśmy Krzyskiego w czasie pandemii.
No to ja nie wystąpiłem wtedy na koncercie, jak ją kupiłem. Na następny dzień grałem na Muzyka Akustyka w Pekinie bo nie wiedziałem, co jest napisane, więc powiedziałem sobie, że
Jasne.
mogę urazić kogoś,
Jasne.
więc dopiero jak wróciłem, to od chińskich studentów się dowiedziałem, że to jest Dragon and Victory.
Okay, czyli porządne, patriotyczne rzeczy. A skąd w ogóle przyjeżdżają chińscy studenci tutaj z jednego uniwersytetu, czy z różnych?
Oj, z różnych.
Z różnych, na stypendia przyjeżdżają.
Nie, to już się rozjechało, o czym wspomniałem, bo Muzyka Akustyka przez wiele lat była w Pekinie, w tej chwili jest Hangzhou. Hangzhou, jakoś tak oni to wymawiają. I ja tam byłem, słuchajcie, w swoje 70. urodziny. To też
niedawno.
opowieść mega, jak to przez Dohę w Katarze leciałem i nachyla się nade mną stewardessa, ja patrzę, o Jezu, jaka piękna. I tak, ale od razu się próbuję się zaprzyjaźnić. Mówię, well, excuse me for my question. I know that it's not correct, but where are you from? Tak? A ona mówi, what do you think? I odchodzi, mówi. I odchodzi, potem przychodzi z czymś tam. Mówi, do you have an answer? I tak, i słuchajcie, ja w tym momencie rzucam, tak mówię, Kuba. Me? Kuba? You crazy! I się tak na chwilę się obraziła, przyszła jeszcze raz. I mówi, masz jeszcze 2 próby.
Okay.
Przyszła ja mówię, Senegal. No, I can tell you. I'm not from here, czyli nie jest arabski. Well, I said, well, I know, that's why I said Cuba and Senegal. Bo ten rodzaj, ja mam taką przyjaciółkę, Eliana Alvarado, tancerka mieszkająca w Polsce, jakby bardzo podobne rysy, czyli antropologicznie była, dlatego była ta Kuba. No i słuchajcie, tak naprawdę nie zgadłem. Wylądowaliśmy, ona się już nie pojawiła, wyszedłem na trap i widzę księżyc nad horyzontem, taki ogromny. I słuchajcie, włączam Facebooka. I turn the Facebook, Dimitris, in Doha, in Qatar. I come down from the airplane and I see a magical moon on the horizon. So I switch a messenger and I make a transmission to my friends. You know, it cost me the shot cost me fortune. I forgot that we are not in Europe. The system was blocked after few minutes of my mobile. Yes, because of the security. Because it seems that my telephone is somewhere. Polish orange doesn't know what's going on. They count me, they charge me later, you know, like 250 zloty, which was like $70 for this short transmission. But I admire very much. I admire those mistakes because I think we are living in a mistaken world. This is not correct because of the camera. I provided the transmission. Do you need my computer or you can just talk?
I need a computer.
Okay.
I have with me.
This is not good message for me.
Huh?
This is not good message for me because on the background I run all the festival businesses on this computer. Will I give you? Sorry, I have to stop.
Wait a moment to.
Your choice.
Where I can pay there.
Yes, you can take a more soft chair if you need. This one, look, maybe the better.
Yes,
More
it's
soft.
better. I think so. Yeah.
There's a website on Instagram, which is the link in.
Yes, because my link, I need to design a new link.
Myślę, że posadzony na kamień. Będzie pani musiała mu kupić.
Nigdy nie próbował, ale bardzo dziękuję za sugestie. Jak tam? Żyjesz? Łóżko.
ta wystawa? Do kiedy jest ta wystawa?
A wystawa jest do połowy grudnia.
O, to tak wiesz,
Dużo czasu.
śpieszmy się, tak,
Powoli.
śpieszmy się chodzić na wystawy, bo tak szybko je demontują, więc jakby,
to
jednak
Pałacu
niby tyle czasu,
Sztuki,
a
wiesz,
później zawsze
W
nie
Pałacu
przyjdę.
Sztuki, więc to jest, wiesz, po drodze.
No właśnie, to było ten obok.
Patrzę, czy są te... Cześć Dominika. Cześć. Patrzę, czy są osoby, które mnie pytają teraz, gdzie jest wykład, czy już dotarły, bo mnie pytały jakiś czas temu. W tym momencie im odpowiadam, czy wykład jest 2.6, więc odpowiada mi, że jest 2.6, ale nie ma Anki Soleckiej jeszcze z nami, bo to ona pytała. Słuchajcie, jak mamy zareagować na coś takiego, że na stronie jest wywalone wszystko i ktoś mnie pyta, czy koncert jest w Bunkrze Sztuki na przykład, albo ktoś mnie pyta, no i nic, no odpowiadam grzecznie, ale gdzieś tam w środku się męczę trochę.
Ja bywam oskór w
z
takich
tymi
sytuacjach
cały czas z tymi
niestety.
takimi, well, I have a problem, you know, when somebody asked me, where is the lecture? Okay, you didn't ask, you came. Yeah, this is quite
Which is
evident.
nice.
It's quite evident, but then there's a quite nice in a way double checking idea all the time. You know, there are people which are either anticipated something which can get wrong. That's why they ask to be sure that there's no change. When I make an introduction, sometimes I say, well, there's no change. It's quite boring. Because if there would be change, I would have the reason to talk to you. But without,
Co chwilę woła.
wait a minute, not so easy, but it will be easier in a moment. Well, one
Potem znowu
choice is
razem
this.
byliście, bo rozmawialiśmy, no.
How
Ale
is
już
okay?
mam jakieś, wiesz, kolaboracje, więc tylko tego nie wrócę, no.
That's another problem.
A uczysz dalej?
Nie, za mój wyjazd.
Słuchajcie, tak, jeszcze nie ma. Ja mam prośbę do kogoś, zwłaszcza z Polaków. Wejdźcie na stronę i zobaczcie, czy rzeczywiście YouTube automatycznie włącza transmisję, bo od 2 dni mam takie migotanie w tym temacie. I słuchajcie, nie siadajcie przed kamerą. I would ask you, the camera is here, the focus is like this. So I know that the chair was here, but that was not my...
Krzesełko.
Here's
the chair,
just you.
very nice.
No, just okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for your imagination. This guy is here, okay. No problem. To już nie trzeba. Bo już mamy pustych krzeseł wystarczająco.
Będzie, bo to na początku nam niestety
Skupiaj się na pozytywach,
ja wiem,
nie na problemach
ja kurde, muszę przestać, ja tylko się ten,
Problem techniczny są zawsze.
no właśnie chyba muszę zacząć tak embodied
Nie miało się wyrażenia,
technical problems.
właśnie czujesz, że coś jest nie tak.
Nie no, początek, nie? Nie
Ale
muszę
ograło.
Ale to super,
Evelina się też
muszę
I have one video.
A dostałaś kartę
Video.
Siadłam pana?
Nie, Paulina,
Jest jeszcze wolne, tylko że tu jest kamera.
The fair one is very soon. But
przed kamerą nie można, a przed kamerą
Ja
nie
się
można.
przesunęłam.
Nie, tutaj może właśnie,
Ja nie jestem dość
ale profesor
przystojny,
mówił
żeby...
przed chwileczką, żeby tu nie siadać po prostu.
Domyśliłbym się, wie pani, że kamerą nie można. Dziękuję.
that is a very waste of the production.
Boże, ja tak żałuję, że nie poszłam też na te rogi
We need to wait a little bit.
bo były mocne. Rogi poranne drugi. No ja byłam tylko na kostce.
This chair is very good because I
No
can
żałuję właśnie, że na tym
around.
że
Difficult
ja nie musiałam się skupić na innych rzeczach, ale... Dobra.
Here is the department of the music. This is the department of the music studies
Yes.
in the University of Krakow.
Music Academy.
Academy.
Separate.
So I think I'm visible. Yes, that's the point. Okay. So Since all are in a sitting position, in fact for the broadcast live it's better, because when I stay like this, then my chair is in trouble and my head is in trouble. It's cut. So I will go down with my first position. That's really great to see you all, and especially Dimitris, who came to us from Thessaloniki. In English, in Polish, Saloniki.
Thessaloniki.
Easier even in Polish, I think. Yes.
We Polish. First
Saloniki. It's in Polish.
Thessaloniki. But the Hebrew minority, because they are very important Hebrew society in Thessaloniki, Salonika.
Salonika.
Salonika. Or in Ottoman Turkish, Selanik.
Oh, okay, okay.
But the Greek name is Thessaloniki was the victory of Philip of Macedonian over Thessalia.
Okay,
That is Niki victory, Thessalia, so that's Thessaloniki.
I explained Dimitris just talking about the main subject, and which is here now in front of me. So either I will correct myself what is the subject, or I answer to him. I said it's up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you what it will be here. So I think we are friends. We are around the community which is already present on the festival for not only for 2 days but also for several years. The festival has a long history. So, and the audio conference is quite immanent and quite important part of the. And I admire very much that people are still coming. You know, Damian came now, and they are really like. I don't know who, tam ktoś siedzi?
Here is free, and here
Yeah, you have.
also, I think.
To ja tu siadam.
Well, look. There's a beautiful soft chair. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. And a beautiful lady.
So to be coming back to the roots. The root is the waking of the senses, experimental method of constructing a multisensory performance. In Polish is osłabienie zmysłów, Dimitris, doświadczeniowe metody konstruowania spektaklu multisensorycznego. Also nice. I like the comparison between the phonetics and languages, which are kind of far, either based on Latin or more to Byzantium-like background. It's a story, beautiful story. So it's great to have Dimitri. It is here, and I think that the best would be to don't worry about those things like this.
Okay.
This is just the
alright.
dimming on the dimming
So
on
that,
the.
let's see this video. It's only 1 minute.
Okay.
It's an alternative production of myself, then I explain who I am and what I do.
Wait a minute. With the sound.
With the sound, yeah.
I'm not sure whether we get the sound. Wait a minute. We got it. Waking up. Okay.
This is my voice, and I am myself, and I start to collect bits of bamboo,
Yes.
Yeah. and I'm going to make a sculpture. It's a phonetical improvisation. There is not any language, it's only sound. Oh. I made the sculpture and then I wear the sculpture. I work in a rabbit area of Athens. It's an area that all the rabbits of the city, all there. And now you're going to see a mountain of the rabbits. You see, rabbits. Amazing. It's not a mountain, it's a rabbit. Anyway, I am Dimitris Ameladiotis. I come from Thessaloniki. I have studied fine art school in Thessaloniki, especially in the studio of painting. My first study is about the painting, but during my passion for the matter, for the materiality of the old painting, old color or of the object, I start to turn into a sculpture in a very visible way, because I like very much to manipulate my object. As you notice in the video, I like to tie it in a very sensitive way. I like to enjoy the feeling of touching. Also, I like the smell of the material. One of the reasons is that I am partially sighted. I cannot see very well. And also, I suffer from hearing impairment. And for that reason, in my working method, in the painting, in the sculpture, or in the performance, I like to enrich my sensational fashion, promoting other sense, like the touching, smelling, or sometimes the state, especially in the area of the performance. I have the opportunity to use all my body and all my sense. I can beat the object and to enjoy the state of the object. It's not like the area of the painting or the area of the sculpture that sometimes the scene, like the vision, is very narrow. The performance allows me to be more open how to manipulate my body without taking care what's happened about the matter of the form. I'm more favored in the visible way of the evolution of artwork, or I am in favor in the visible evolution of the life. How the life determines us, and how we need to be very flexible to accept everything which happens in the life and to find alternative solution how to run whichever project we have in our mind. Because of course the people have a destination in their life, but sometimes the life don't allow us to complete the destination, and we need to be much more flexible. Can you understand me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Very well.
Let's go to the next video. If you notice, for me it's very important how to manipulate in a sculptural way one object, and at the same time to use my voice. My voice is another instrument in relation to my cultural evolution. Now you can notice what I mean about the voice.
So not this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
This one?
Yeah, yeah, see?
Okay.
This is an experiment in my voice, and I use my voice as an instrument. At this moment, I tell one song for the children. It's a method of logotherapy. Logotherapy. Do you know what logotherapy?
Yes.
Logotherapy,
Quite
yeah.
familiar with this.
Logotherapia in Greek, yeah. Logotherapy. How to articulate the word patata, or like the sound P and A. When I was a child, I need to attend method of logotherapy because I need to improve my pronunciation. And so that's I remember this song like tapatoma tapatusa, mestipol tipatusa, perpatusa patapata que patao mia patata. This means I roll on the floor and I press my foot one potato. This is the meaning of this song. And the teacher helped me how to articulate the sound of the letter P. P. And so that's I need to remove this memory and to integrate in a performance. And so that it was an evasive introduction to say an fairy tale. And so that you can understand the first video, you can see my experimental with the sculpture and how my sculptural working method is a performative method. And now you can realize which is my question about the experimentation with the voice. Let's go to the third video.
Yes. The third one?
Yeah, number 3. I'm here in the municipal gallery of Athens. And I made a performance about traditional lament song from Western Greece. You can get my sculpture. As you notice, I use my body how to promote a much more high voice. If you notice that I am little that, and so that I press my body, and so that to power my voice, to start my voice to be more in a tone. and at the same time I have the object, and as I extend my hand, I press my body so that to have a power to raise my voice. So that this method is very visual for the user who look me to make a performance. So that basically I have 3 instruments in my vocal performance: my voice, my body, and the sculptural object that I have made for the performance. If you notice this is from my grandmother.
Jewelry? Yeah.
The metal that I use it from my grandmother. How is the word?
Necklace. Necklace.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
And I like to promote noise, sound, and also I use element of the tradition, but in a way that it's something sometimes funny for the people. For example, for the Jewish society, it's something unexpected, the way that I use the element of the tradition. I try to have a dialogue with the tradition and with the history, but attending to contemporary needs of the human being. I'm not very romantic. I am much more care about the contemporary time, and I try to wonder what's happened with the tradition, how we can use the tradition, but according to the contemporary time. And for that reason, my performance have a little queer character, because I confuse the stereotypical traditional mentality about the role of the man, of the woman. I don't care about that, because according to a narrow, close-mind idea about the tradition, this material that I use is for the woman, it's not for the man. It's not very acceptable to the traditional society, a man to use his grandmother. It's something very funny.
I like the man. We stop it in the moment when the man was like
Yeah.
directing.
I have a
Commanding
background
his
history
family.
about this man. This man, by mistake, found close to me. But he didn't like my performance, and he would like to leave, but he wouldn't leave.
So he was in
He was
trap.
very embarrassed, man.
You catch him. Super. The best method. No excuse.
Yes, let's continue.
Okay.
We can run this video.
Next
How
one?
to a little more,
Okay, I know what you mean.
because it's a little
Yeah.
bit, we don't need to, in a 5 minutes, let's,
Start here?
yeah. Okay. Yeah, this man was very embarrassed, man.
That's really one nice idea to keep people embarrassed.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, me too. To provoke.
So that is very clear how I use this material in my performance and how to approach material to my mouth, because I like to feel the taste, the smell, and also what's happened because of the hearing impairment. When I put one plate in my mouth, I listen my voice very high. But the viewer don't listen my voice very high because blow.
Okay.
Because if I mention a very high voice, okay, everything you can listen me. But if I put my hand, the power of the voice
Go down.
decline. But for me, tend to be very power. And I like this contradiction because as performer I have a different view on my performance than the viewer. The viewer have different feeling. That is very normal, but I like to promote this to one method promote me another view of my performance, but promote other view to the viewer of the performance.
Well, on this kind of a description, we think that it's obvious, but in fact, when we are starting to describe it,
Yes.
it's not so obvious. So then we are going to another understanding. That's
Yeah, yeah,
great
yeah.
that you are doing this in this form, because then
But
we are already...
because they are different, because of the one hand is the viewer who attend one performance and they feel the performance, but on the other hand there is the performer who feel the performance. And so that both of them have the power of the feeling or the emotion. And this is very important. For why reason I speak of the emotion? Because I don't think the traditional tradition attached into academic way. I take in account the traditional ways of the music, but I like to improvise and to manipulate the song. Because for the traditional singer, it's something very extreme that I do. Sometimes I raise my voice in a very extreme way. It's not attached to the Greek tradition to promote so high voice. So that also there are elements of the rock music, punk music, rap music, in a way that I'm singing or I articulate the word. And also the people, and the Greek people don't understand me what I say. Because of the transformation of the word that I promote in my vocal improvisation, so that the word start to be sound. So that as I take care about the materiality of the object, as well I take care about the materiality of the word. And which is the materiality of the word? The sound. For example, if I now articulate one word, Kalimera, some people know what means Kalimera, mean good morning in Greek, but for somebody who don't know Greek, Kalimera is a sound. Like patata. It's a sound. So that I care about the materiality of the word, the materiality of the emotion, of the meaning, and then about the concept. For I tell one story in my performance. Sometimes the story is very direct, but sometimes the story is very abstract, regarding to the concept of the exhibition, to my feeling, or to the curator of the festival. In this performance, I tell a story about the mother who would like to see her daughter. Her daughter live in Persia, and her mother live in Greece. And she would like to see the daughter. The daughter come to Greece, meet her mother, but at the same time, both of them die because of the very strong emotion. This was the story.
Next video.
But according to tradition, usually woman sing this song. No man sing this song. Regarding to the stereotypical mentality of the tradition. I think the same happening with the Polish tradition. Yeah,
Yes.
stereotypical mentality in relation to the sex. If you are man or if you are woman, what you need to do.
Yeah, we are
But
struggling.
I like to confuse this limit.
Yes, yes, yes.
And in this way, I'm talking about the term of queer. Of queer, which includes everything. We have to have a narrow mind. What it means masculine, or what it means feminine, or what it means homosexual, or what it means trans. Everybody are human, are people. So that all the opinions are acceptable. Let's go to the next video. Number 4. Here I am in a commercial gallery in Athens. I am me. I am a sculptor. I am a alive sculptor. In a commercial gallery. The sound of the material. This is plastic, it's a toy game. I am an Asian Greek. Asian is classical Greek. It's not modern Greek, this is
It's old.
old Greek, yeah.
Asian, yes.
Of the 4.
muszę wyłączyć na chwileczkę, bo mi zniknął na chwilę kursor. To się zdarza w tym systemie.
Number 4. In the middle. Okay.
Like this.
Now I am. There are the people now. So that I made this around in a deal with the other sculptor of the gallery. I'm talking to the sculptor. And now I'm on off sides of the gallery. I'm getting out of the gallery and the people start to follow me. The people take photos. There is a flag. So that's another element of my performance. This time I like to go out in the public space. It's another element which characterizes my performance. I like to separate, to share my love for the performance with the society and to offer that to everyone. Because if you know, some people go to the museum, some people go to the gallery, some people go to see there. But if an artist or outside in the society, offer that to everyone. And it is very, because some people feel embarrassment, other people are very enthusiastic and take the mobile phone to take the photo. This is the contemporary popular ways of the reaction now, the mobile phone. Okay, because in the past the people made something like that, oh wow, wow. Now everyone having the mobile phone to take the power of the moment. And this is the contemporary popular expression. The contemporary folklore, the mobile phone, the social media, because all these people who take photos of me, because if you are outside, you attract the attention of the other people. And the first impulsive reaction is to take the mobile phone to take photo, and then to post in the Instagram, in the Facebook, and they start the idea and the image to move from the one viewer to the other viewer. In the past, we have the idea move from the mouth to the mouth. The very traditional ways of the how is the word in Italy? How to promote the information. Okay, yes, the promotion of the information is from the mouth to the mouth. Now it's from the story to the story, from the post to the post. This is another way of the promotion of the idea of the information. But for me, in my opinion, the most original ways of the promotion of the information is from the mouth to the mouth. The fair way of human behavior. If you have a different idea, of course you can we can discuss about that. Let's go to another. As I told you that now, for me the public space is very important, and so I'm going to promote number 5.
Yeah, wait a minute, because we need
The video.
Yes.
Everything's okay? Yeah. I am in a village, in an island of Greece, in here.
Don't
Very-
worry, don't worry. We've got some extra problem with the setup at Bunkier Sztuki. No, wiesz co, jakbyś mógł otworzyć drzwi. Będziemy szukać też pulpitów, bo jest jeszcze kapelka staje pod szkołą. Dobra. Okay, you start by space.
Where?
Yeah. It should be. Something is wrong. Wait a minute.
I am in a village in a Greek island. How to low the voice because okay. If you notice, on the one hand, I like the public space, but on the other hand, I like to collect material of the space to put them on my body. You can notice in the first video, in the area of the rabbi, I collect bamboo and I put the bamboo on me. And now in the village, I collect flower, the branch of the street, and I transform in something more animal, something like that. I am in a village that is empty. This village, only 5 very old people stay there. It's a very tricky problem that the majority of the village and the island in Greece is abandoned, especially the island we don't have tourists. It's not like the Mykonos. Here is an island in Chios, in the east part of the Aegean Sea, close to Turkey. And if you notice, there are not many people in this village. This guy also will accompany me with, I don't know how taburlo is in Greek. I don't know how do you say it in Polish, this taburlo, yeah. And then I'm thinking the person accompanied by me with the music. It is musician, and when we have prove, he tries to create music, but then he realized that I don't care about the melody of the music, but I take care about the sound, so that the person start to promote sound with taburlo, no music. Also in my performance I like to change the rhythm. On the one hand I am very slow, but suddenly I start to be very quick. I don't have a normal ways of the rhythm. Also I don't have a study of the music. I make music or melody or rhythm in a visible way. Do you know what, can understand what I mean? I experiment with the word. I try to put the word in a size that for me is very interesting as sound. And then I design my performance in a very organic and visible way. I found the melody and the rhythm. And at the same time, I try to make the sculptural object which I manipulate or to put on me during the performance. So that for that reason I use the term multisensory, because for me the vision, the sound, the smell, the taste, the touch is very important. I think that the people need to use their body. And for that reason I use material from the tradition, because the traditional society was very sensational. They used the sense to determine the life. Now, because of the digital ways of living, the people forget to use their body and their sense. And so that I wonder what's happened about the technological evolution. Of course, the technology helps the people, but sometimes I'm worried that the technology tends to replace the human being. So that I wonder which is the limit between the natural sensational being and the technological being. Where is the sound?
Six.
Okay. I am in a sculpture now on the white cube. And this is my sculpture also. All of this is very heavy to me. And so that this tells me at the same time to raise my voice.
Państwo?
Yeah, we can. We can go to the next video.
Okay.
Let's. So that at this moment I was a sculptor, and was in a very limited area and very heavy sculpture over me, and so that you can understand what's happened to me, how to manipulate my voice in a very strong, primitive way. We can see to the next video, number 7. Okay, let's see, and I explain what happened. More loud. This is my sculpture also.
Ελάτε με τους φαρκούς εδώ κοντά κάπου.
Δεξιά και αριστερά.
Can loud.
Louder.
No louder. Because I need to talk. What's happened? We have an accident, and the light, the electricity, broke down, and the people asked the viewer to light the mobile phone, to light me, so that I do the performance. It's not organized. It was an accident. And so that this is the light of the mobile phone. How an accident influenced the evolution of my performance, and how the performer needs to have the timbre if you want to loud.
Yo
confuses the people with the mobile phone. Let's go to the next video. Okay. Sound. Very heavy. Like an instrument. Another file. No, no another folder. Yeah, the fair.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this. Another.
Audio art festival.
Audio art festival.
Ten drugi.
Aha. Dwa or
Drugi.
one?
Tam gdzie jest
One.
wideo.
One.
Tam, gdzie
Obaj.
jest wideo. Drugi. byłeś, drugi katalog od góry, ten jest,
Tu.
ten właśnie.
Aha, dobra. Ale to tu byliśmy chyba przed chwilą.
A to sorry, bo mnie nie było.
Another
sorry.
folder.
Okay, another folder. Which folder?
One, audio festival.
Audio festival. Okay.
One.
One audio festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a video. Anyway, we can go to the first image. The first.
First, then work. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, not with the first. With the first. With the first.
Ah, first.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to see a short version of the last video, but firstly I would like to make some very short presentation about my sculptural work, so that to have a more clear opinion what I do in the performance and how I evolve from the sculpture to the performance using my sense. And for that reason we are talking about the sense multisensational. So that for me the balance between the material is very important. How to put one piece of wood one of the other, and in a very sensitive way, and also I need to be very careful because many accidents happen to my working method, and I need to keep the balance and to find in a very stable way, so that in a very sensitive way I can put one orange toy on a very fragile building of the piece of wood. We can go to the next. Number 2.
Okay.
We don't have the program to okay. That one, yes.
No wiesz, Adam, możesz zaznaczyć wszystkie pliki i wystartować jednym klikiem.
A,
czyli
okej,
wtedy
okej,
one
okej.
wszystkie
O,
się
maybe-
załadują. Albo pójść do VLC.
Spacją.
VLC tworzą się listy od razu.
No,
This is the last.
okay. This.
Okay. And let's see. You can see the short version of the last one. So that's it, you see this piece of work, you can understand how I use a hammer, and I start to put the hook around to, this is, I don't know the word in English, something, eh? And this is my home. This is my studio. I am in my studio so that you can understand how to have a more performative being. Also, I care about how to photo my performance as a sculptor, so that you can recognize my performance as I present you before. I am in the Armenian cemetery in Thessaloniki. This is about the potato. And this is the documentation in the island. So that's
Oh, we can move it to the beginning.
Hmm?
Yeah, we're on the beginning
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
so. There is. Yes, so it's
yeah, yeah.
this and okay.
Wait a moment. Number 1.
Number 1, it's here. It's this one.
Yeah. How many pictures? It's another. Or maybe. Wait a moment. It was there. Or maybe wait a moment. It's not necessary. I'm trying to find something. Oh, well.
Oh, here. Kintos. Oh, yeah.
The first.
Yes.
Okay. How many pictures is there?
It's 42. 40, around 45. 50.
Or maybe another folder.
It's audio orchestral, audio video performance. Maybe here? Ah no, it's
Or maybe put that better.
okej. Panie profesorze, gdzie mogę jeszcze wcisnąć
A we can
USB?
You can remove
są-
this.
Ale, o właśnie, nie wiedziałem.
Ducha. Tutaj zjedź po lewej
Tak,
stronie.
tak, tak.
No,
tak.
jeszcze. A, ciekawe.
Jeszcze go nie czytam. No, ale to poczekajmy sekundę, jeszcze tam.
Dziwne, bo chyba zniknął ten dysk w tej chwili, więc to tyle jest to dziwne.
A, że ten
zniknął.
zniknął, to może ja go w ogóle wyłączę tego kamery.
Nie, szkodzi, szkodzi. On się połączył.
O, jest, Kingston przyszedł. E-mail passport też. Okej.
Chyba potrzebna.
A, klonowanie jest.
Nie szkodzi, nie szkodzi.
A, to przerzucę.
Jak wyrzucisz to ręcznie.
This one?
How many files?
It's, we saw it. Like I saw this folder in this other passport. So it's 41.
Maybe the others?
Questions, answers.
Questions, answers.
This
No, no,
is-
the
this
big
is
Who have a
so-
question?
We have
We have
questions.
questions.
We can
Who
have
has an answer?
No.
Here's something.
Nobody, that's
I
the
should
point.
deal with this.
So
We are
we
in
have
digital.
I will channel.
Oh, wait, wait.
Okay, next one, please.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, this is the back.
Ah, okay. Okay, really.
This is
Well, that's-
redwoods.
Yeah, yeah. But where is the image?
California.
We've been there.
Sequoia. They are burnt down
Do
already.
góry.
No more done.
Do góry podnieść, tak?
A,
So
dobra.
that's
O,
Alright.
powiedzieliśmy, okej,
And
wait,
you-
wait.
A dlaczego nie muszę to jeszcze
Alright,
inna metoda,
okay.
że naciskasz spacją,
Tak,
wtedy wchodzi i
wtedy-
nie otwiera, a sobie przerzucasz potem po kolei.
Tak, no to tak robię
tak,
teraz.
tak, Tak, dobrze, dobrze.
This is, no, this is we saw,
Tak, też ty byś chciał pogadać trochę, nie?
but
I tak jest poczucie humoru też.
Tak,
this is we didn't.
Wiecie Państwo, to ma też sens taki, że
trochę
że
tego
my jeszcze nie jesteśmy
to-
pewni, co on będzie
to
pokazywał
Asiu.
dzisiaj. To jest super, po prostu taki przegląd w tej chwili i coś się pojawi, ale na pewno to nie będzie nic z tego, co znamy. Czego nie mam żadnych wątpliwości. Tak kontaktując się z nim w ostatnim czasie, to nawet wczoraj w barze, jak siedzieliśmy, jak on mi zaczął tłumaczyć, to ja powiedziałem, nie tłumacz mi, bo ja nie chcę wiedzieć, co będzie, ale już wiem po tych pierwszych informacjach, że się będzie działo coś, co ma bardzo precyzyjnie przygotowane, co jest też bardzo ciekawe w tym przypadku. Ach, to od czego zaczął? Sam temat jakichś naszych niepełnosprawności we mnie zawsze budzi to, że to my jesteśmy bardziej niepełnosprawni tak naprawdę. My, którzy popadamy potem w różne takie konflikty ze samym sobą, a taki przypadek jak Dimitris to jest takie wyczyszczanie po prostu pewnych postaw. I ja kiedyś w Beaumont College pracowałem z niepełnosprawnymi i tam nagle odkryłem, że ja muszę zejść na poziom zerowy, bo to jest jedyny sposób, żeby się skomunikować. Jak my od góry patrzymy, to w ogóle zawsze ma ten sam rodzina następne problemy, prawda, nieporozumienia. Także strasznie się cieszę, że Dimitris jest tutaj i z samego początku.
I z komplementy.
To znaczy, jak zobaczyłem faceta w gumiakach, który wkroczył tam, to właśnie sobie chciałem mu powiedzieć, że to nie tu, tylko żeby gdzieś indziej poszedł, albo zapytać go przede wszystkim, czego szuka, prawda? No ale wystarczyło, że sobie spojrzeliśmy w oczy, już mniej więcej wiedziałem, że to chyba jest Dimitris, który przyjechał. Także to są super takie skróty. So I'm just reminding myself our first meeting yesterday, which was a very special. The first moment I was not quite clear who you are, but then my brain helped me a little bit just to get back with our correspondence.
So how you got in touch with each other?
No to znowu jest taka długa historia tego całego programowania tego festiwalu, czyli właściwie to jest tak, powiem najprościej, te rzeczy spływają cały czas. I już. Jest coś takiego jak poczekalnia audioartu, która polega na przesuwaniu czegoś w czasie, jak coś nam zabrakło czegoś, prawda, i to tak jest Shimao Kostą, który od 2 lat dojeżdżał do nas. No i ja też wierzę, czego nie mogą zrozumieć ani władze, ani ministerstwo, ani Urząd Miasta Krakowa i wszyscy inni sponsorzy, że te zmiany takie zasadnicze powstają w ostatniej chwili na przykład. Wiecie, nie ma jak tego po prostu uwzględnić. Więc ja zawsze piszę, program może ulec zmianie, tak? To jest taki I'm talking about the programming of the festival. There are many coincidences, accidentals, which are coming on the last moment, which I love it, but not for the sponsorship. You need to be fixed, and that's the problem a little bit. So even now I was making the strong action around to get the equipment out, even that it's published officially on the list, but then the guy on downstairs was not quite clear about. So, but there are many this kind of incompatibilities. But with Dimitris, there was no so complicated. to be honest, that's why I'm just talking that the standard surface is more complicated. That this direct communication is less communicated, and that's really great. Okay, so sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, if you have any question about whichever I saw to you during because my general concept in my work is that I repeat my movement. I repeat my movement, so that tends to have a very stereotypical characteristic. And when I make the object, at the same time I talk to myself, and also I like to tell to myself various histories. And maybe this is the reason that I need to make performance in front of the public. It's another way of communication. I like to transform in a sculpture, and in combination with the experimentation with the voice, I start to build my being in the public, in the society, using the energy of my body and of the scene. And for that reason I'm talking about the sessional meeting. If we have time.
Czy mamy czas?
Tak.
Yes.
Let's go to see another Dove Simpson?
My passport.
Yeah. There's something tool.
Tool?
Tool, the name is tool.
Down to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The folder.
The folder tool. Sorry, I need to change it.
I can you big the view large image.
To spianu.
Ja szepnę teraz, mówię o tym, o tej koncepcji sztuki osobnej Józka Robakowskiego, która się tu sprawdza. To jest ten przykład. Ja to tłumaczę od dawna, że w soundarcie właśnie te osobne przykłady, to jest ten model, czyli to, że one są osobne, rozumiecie? Że nie ma jakby jednego modelu soundartu, jest wiele, ale ten jest bardzo specyficzny. Zresztą w tym tekście Państwo na stronie znajdziecie, to jest mój tekst. Po angielsku jest tekstem oryginalnym sprzed 32 lat, polski jest nowszym tekstem, ale tym pisze o tej zunifikowanej formie sztuki dźwiękowej, w której jest jedna osoba, która jest konstruktorem, twórcą projektu i wykonawcą. Wiecie, w muzyce jest ten podział kompozytor-wykonawca, tak? Zdecydowanie tak jest. I jeszcze jest ten ostatni człon, czyli wy, czyli my, odbiorcy. On teraz mówi jeszcze w inny sposób o to, że on sam jest odbiorcą siebie samego. Następny bardzo ciekawy.
Antitropos análogos tu astuto, o olmos análogos tu astuto, o olmos eran de tu logo, que o logo a tu olmo, o fenomeno o olmo, y partio o o olmo.
Loud voice, the sound, okay. I take in account one phrase of philosopher Nietzsche. Nietzsche in, I don't know the title in English, it's about the life of wolf. Anyway, there is a question how a person can speak in a hammer, but meaning how the person needs to speak in a very clear, but I take the question of Nietzsche in account and I try to perform it, but in a very realistic way. Put the hammer in my mouth. The hammer has very bad taste. It's very for me it was very problematic, and so that if watch this video, the voice starts to be very tired. I cannot speak, and nobody can understand something. At the beginning the word is clear, but during the performance everything distorts, so that we can continue to attend. I press my, because I cannot breathe. The taste is very bad. The voice transforms. I didn't like the stage, and this for me. And I press my because my mouth cannot keep, because of the very awful state, and I press my hand to keep the performance. And also I like to transform my face. I press this to keep the power. I cannot speak anymore. It was very... The second video. Now I try to write on the hammer. It's very narrow and also it's very round, so that it's very difficult to write. So that's I try to write, but nobody can read what I write because the letters transform because of the very difficult surface to write on them. So that's the same. The letter tend to obtain the materiality of the letter, like the sound, the materiality of the word, and the sign, the materiality of the letter. also of the one hand, right, and the other keeps the hammer. I don't have any space and I need to write in the rest of the hammer. They start wearing the sound. Just continue with the liquid. Now the pencils tend to have another character. So that in the beginning I wrote letter or word, but finally I start to make chin. Or I didn't know if the hammer destroys the pencil or the pencil destroys the hammer. And we can go to the third video.
patient with this. You are very patient with this.
Very painful, yeah.
Very patient.
Painful.
No, patient.
Like patience.
Patient.
Patient. Like a lot of work, okay, we need to be done.
Was this in
I
front of...
tried to separate the metal element and the piece of wood, but I didn't use a knife. I used, and that is very. But also, for me, the sound is.
It's like a song.
Was this in front of the audience? Was this in front of the audience?
Yeah. This.
This.
Yes.
I know it's a
Just
video
recording.
performance. I didn't have.
When you write it, it sounds like that.
You can see how to use my body because. Very. There is mania. This is another element of my word is mania. I have an idea at the beginning, but then this idea obtains very psychosomatic system.
Do you write things down when you design your performances?
I write. The majority of the performance, I write the text. Some text remain traditional song, but in the reality it's not a traditional song, but it's my song, which reminds something traditional, but in a very visible way. The pitch is a very important element in my performance. However, I use my mother language, so that for somebody who don't know Greek, I think that you feel the sound of the language, the sound of the word. But for me, as I told you before, the materiality of the word, so that's the materiality of the language, not the meaning of the language or the meaning of the word. For me, the sound is most important.
I really like what you said about tradition. You mentioned it like that you are not sentimental about it at all. Like you interact with tradition, but with no like melancholy or sentiment.
No.
I find it a good way to interact with tradition.
And also I like the humor. On the one hand, I'm talking about the lemon, but at the same time there is the sense of the humor. And this also there is a humor. It's very painful.
But are you making fun of Nietzsche now?
Huh?
Are you making fun of Nietzsche as well? No? Are you making fun? Are you making fun of Nietzsche?
This moment. Now for me it's very funny, but when I do that I'm not very funny because that is
it's serious,
for
that's
me.
why it's funny.
When I do the performance, during the performance I have the control of my I try to explain in English. During the performance, I lose the control and I cannot realize what's happened around me.
Okay.
I feel alone. Also, there are many people around me, but during the performance, I forget the people, and I start to feel to be alone, and so that I lost the control of my concept, and I am on the way of the performance, on the way of the movement, on the way of the sound, without taking care what's happened around me. And as I saw before, I saw one video that we have the electricity broke down. I was there to complete my performance, and so that it was very, for me, it was very polite of the audience which light the mobile, and because the people understand that I'm going to do the performance. Maybe everything is under the distraction. I am on the focus to make the performance.
And you also mentioned a couple of times like that heaviness of things, how heavy things are, influences your voice. Is it because like something pressing you makes you more comfortable, or like what's the
It's not very comfortable for me. It's something very pressure. Sometimes, for example, when I put the hammer there, it's very painful. But that is very ridiculous. But at the same time, I feel happiness because I feel that I am on the way to complete the destination of my action. And this is for me. I like to compute the metaphorical speech and the realistic speech. Because I use the expression of Nietzsche, how to speak with the hammer, and this is a metaphorical expression. But I complete these phrases in a realistic way. And the same happens with the performance. I have an advice on myself. This is the vice of the responsibility, the vice of the life, because the life is not very easy for everyone. And I perform in a very realistic way, because we use, for example, we say the vice of the meaning, that this meaning is very important. But I take the archetypal meaning of the vice and I make the meaning also very heavy on my body. So that there is this confusion of metaphorical and realistic.
I asked about if it's comfortable because you said that this heaviness makes your voice better, like more pronounced, stronger. So that's why I asked about comfort in heaviness of things.
Yeah.
There is this technique.
I avoid to use my this. I don't use my throat. I use this. And for that reason, when I make a performance with a lot of objects on me, I press the object in the area of my body so that to control much better my voice. Because I know that it's a mistake to use this for the voice. If something destroys the voice, something like that. And so that I use all of this area, or sometimes I open my hand, and this also helps to promote very high voice. But in the past, I attend core of the phonetic vocal lesson, but mailing is more visible, in a more visible way. And also I listen singer of traditional music. The majority of them don't have academic studies. And also these people, in a very visible way, know how to control the voice and how to control the high decibel of the voice. But for me, it's very important the primitive the archetypal, because the metaphorical speech is the archetypal ways of expressing. The traditional society uses a lot of metaphorical. Now, because of the digital society, we don't use so metaphorical phrases and we use much more realistic phrases.
Oh, yes.
I lost the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have a question also. How?
A little more loud because I'm not here. Well.
Okay. How dreaming is connecting with your work? Are you finding sometimes some images or sounds in your dreams, in your
Yes.
performances?
How to?
How dreaming is dream
Ah, dream. Yeah, yeah.
is connected with your work?
Yeah, yeah,
Are you
I
finding some sounds, some images there?
That is true. I like to collect material from the public space, and many of them enrich my intuition to build a story behind the material. All of this experience of the collective material is recorded in my concept or in my dream, and maybe, for example, I can collect. I have this of my grandmother many years, but it takes me a long time to realize that I can use this in a performance. And the same happens and with the text that I write, the lyrics that I write for my performance. I write down or pencil and a paper or in a mobile phone. I write some words, and then during the time I start to be ready to write something in a very completely way and to perform in front of the public. It's very visible and a shorter way of building. Sometimes I have very strong tone in my performance, but in the reality I am in a very deep way of building, something like that. For me, the time, the deep time, the passage of the time is very helpful to build an idea. Generally, my performance don't have very long duration. It's 30 minutes, from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, but they are a very long time to take me to completely the form. But also, the intuition is very important way how to build a concept to create a performance. And also I like to listen the sound of the material. I like to walk on the roads and I listen the noise of the car. The noise. I like the parasitic. This kind of noise.
Daydreaming.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This evening.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We will see this evening.
Forward.
You will perform.
Good night. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just so long.
Thank
See
you
you
very
later.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Zapraszam serdecznie do mikser Maki Bauer Z5. Właśnie spłonął na koncercie i w tej chwili szukamy zastępczych. A ja mam taki, tylko że to jest, no bo jestem tu, a nie za Pałacki i w tym momencie łatwiej jest coś zdobyć stąd niż tam.
Ja mam
Stąd
taki,
już wzięliśmy
taki
i
maki,
tak
ja mam
dalej.
maki,
Wiem, to nie
ale
jestem,
taki
to nie
mały.
jestem, to nie jestem.
Ja chyba ten był
Sorry,
taki
we
wielki, nie?
have
Chyba.
a fire on the board. On the sheep. There's a fire on the sheep. Thank you very much. Bardzo Państwu dziękujemy i o 18 w bunkrze 4 sztuki, ostro jak zwykle na audioarcie.
Ponomikser.
Wędrujemy podobnie troszeczkę jak wczoraj, czyli ruszamy się między piętrami i tam się zmienia sceneria potem i wracamy do innego miejsca, także jest bardzo ciekawy plan dzisiaj.
Możemy się poczekać. We are looking forward to see your performance.
Dobra, do zobaczenia. Do zobaczenia.
Ευχαριστώ.
Παρακαλώ. Παρακαλώ. Thank you very much.
Chyba. Potrzebujesz swojego kubeczka? Mogę wyrzucić, nie wiem, super. Ale może chcesz.
Trzeba było raczej sobie wróżba.
O, świetnie. To jest wróżba. A ty zostajesz tutaj jeszcze? Tak? Dobra.
Wyrzucę.
Dobra, to
Ja
idę.
ewentuję go na zewnątrz, sam sobie poradzi.
Ja idę do domu. Dobra, tutaj w lecie będzie. To idę do domu, no.
Bo się niepotrzebnie
Na
nie
18 jest potem, nie?
Radość.
14, więc też znajdź co chcesz wrócić do domu na
Nie,
obiad.
ale jak się wytłumaczyła, ona było, że w Berach już jedna akcja taka była.
Dobra.
Dobrze. No.
Thank you, see you later.
Poczekaj chwilę, poczekaj, bo mi się ludzie rozłożą i oni nie wiedzą, co mają zrobić. Poczekaj chwileczkę. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm a little, yeah.
U Stasi jest zamknięta. Myśmy wczoraj ratowali brak pierogów u Benua i Susken, że poszliśmy do pierogarni krakowiacy w hotelu Wyspiański. To jest takie miejsce najbliższe z pierogami, bo ja myślę, że w takiej sytuacji ten chwyt... Odzwonię do Ciebie, Piotrek, za chwileczkę, dobrze? Tak będzie lepiej.
No to coś wymyślimy, zapytamy.
No.
Do you want go with us to eat something?
Yeah, okay.
I will say because then I need now the lecture.
Do zobaczenia później.
Do zobaczenia.
It's not correct,
Idę.
but they survive. It was really great. It is. Super.
Really?
I love it.
You can understand me.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about disability,
Do widzenia.
but in fact I'm part of this. Do widzenia, do zobaczenia. Dzięki, do zobaczenia. I dzisiaj o 18. Proszę.
Nie dam rady.
Nie da pan rady. No to dobra.
Ale 26 chyba.
A to już nas nie ma. 23 jest ostatni koncert.
Aha. No,
Niedzielę następną.
zobacz.
Spokojnie, spokojnie. Wiecie co, bo właśnie to jest ten moment. Tam powiedziałem, że odzwonię, tam mam zatrzymać transmisję, tam czeka ktoś na nie i ja przecież tam jestem taki troszeczkę nie na miejscu. Tak się czasami ludzie mi przyglądają, mówią, ale jak może ci pomóc, prawda? A ja mówię, najlepiej tak cudownie się rozpłynąć, machać rękami i tyle. Słuchajcie, jego trzeba byłoby rzeczywiście zabrać na chwilę, ale niekoniecznie, bo nic nie udzielę. No, ale wygenerowałem teraz następny taką niepewną przestrzeń. Ale mogę go przerzucić do bułka. Jak ktoś odbierał, to też były takie niepewności różne. Dobra, to weźcie go po prostu tak po prostu.
Może mieć na zupę, na kimerę, na pierogi. Kimerę każdy znajdzie coś dla siebie. Nie stale.
Amazing work.
Yes, thank you very well.
Nice to see. Looking forward to see.
Thank you.